Hi, Lisa Soland here with another writer's tip of the day. Have you ever heard that saying, a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush? It is sometimes true, and I'm going to tell you a story about a time when it was true with me. I had a play that I believed in. It was called Happy Birthday Baby, and it was produced in the Fellowship theater that I had started in North Hollywood, and the reception to the play was really good. But I could not get the whole play published. It was very frustrating. Samuel French, who's my main publisher, they had passed on it, and Dramatic Publishing out of Woodstock, Illinois had passed, and at the time those were my two favorite publishing houses. So I was doing the best I could. I didn't have many publications at that point. The Name Game was published. And then suddenly, Dramatic Publishing contacted me and said they were looking for short plays because they were thinking of putting together an anthology of short plays. And they would really like to publish something of mine. So would I consider submitting something to them? At the time, I didn't have many 10-minute plays. I had not really mastered writing them. And there is a way to master writing those plays. But what I decided to do was I looked at Happy Birthday Baby, which had 8 scenes in it. It was about a married couple that met in the first scene and follows them throughout first 15 years of their marriage. Well, the first scene I'd written in class, during class with Charles Nelson Riley as my acting instructor. It was in the Wednesday advanced class, and there were some great people in there. And I was acting back then, and I was in the play opposite Pepper Sweeney. This is one of my favorite actors. Wonderful guy. We're still in touch today. Now, this was quite a few years ago now. And I didn't have many plays to submit to Dramatic Publishing. So again, I look at Happy Birthday Baby, and that first scene in that play, I had written in class with Charles Nelson Riley, right? That was the beginning of the play. But that play, or that scene, actually, if I tweaked it just slightly, it would stand on its own. So what I decided to do is break the play apart. Well, once I did that, I probably wasn't going to be able to submit it to any other publisher because it had already gotten published, or parts of it had. But again, a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush. I ended up taking 2 scenes out of Happy Birthday Baby, and I turned them into 2 short plays, all right? It was a chance that I took. But Dramatic Publishing read that first scene, which is now a short play called An Earthquake, which is a terrible title. But I can't even tell you how many productions I've had of that play. And it's a great play, but it's a terrible title. So the fact that that play is even getting productions, or people are even reading it in the anthology, of short plays published by Dramatic Publishing, I can't even imagine. But I've gotten a ton of productions. I also took another scene out of there, and I called it Red Roses. And that play ended up getting published by a couple of different publishers in Best Anthology Books by, I think Smith & Krause published it. Anyway, and that play received so many productions. So if you've got an offer, right? So Dramatic Publishing made me an offer on that short play called An Earthquake. If you have an offer and you're not getting offers on another product and you're in that calamity, let me just tell you, a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush. Now, this story may not apply to many of you. Somebody who's advanced in their career may be able to say no. But at the time, things were sluggish and it was difficult. And I was tired of being told no, and I just felt like there was a wall, and if I just kept knocking my head against it, it would give way. Don't give up, but pay attention to your surroundings and, don't turn away from an offer. Consider it and look at your material and see if you can't take advantage of that one bird that may be in your hand. Give it a second thought. Good luck.